So happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you're all having a great weekend. I'm just going to jump into this. So as you noticed, the last video was obviously not about the painting demonstration, and I didn't have a chance to explain it up until now. So let me just kind of explain why that happened the way that it did. So just as a quick recap, if you remember last week, I pretty much made the decision that whether I got the materials in from alexseal or not, I was just going to move forward with the painting demonstration using somebody else's primer, right? Well, the next day then, I got an email from alexseal, and he said that, okay, the entire order was put together and it shipped. I should see it by the end of, or I should actually see it midweek. Okay, well, that kind of changed my mind. So I thought, well, I don't want to be that guy. I mean, it's taken me this long, or I should say it's taken this long to actually get the materials going. One more week isn't going to kill me. I needed to put patience, above what I wanted to do, and I'm glad I did it. Now okay. Now let me back up here. So then that was let's say like at the beginning of the week. And then about 2 days later, I got a call from FedEx Freight, which I thought was a little weird. I mean, I thought they would have just sent it regular, just FedEx or UPS, but no, it was FedEx Freight. And so I answered the call, and they were asking, well, typically whenever you get something coming in on freight, it's pretty common for them to call ahead of time just to kind of arrange a day to make sure that someone's going to be there for unloading and that kind of thing. And they had asked, they said, well, do you have a loading dock or a forklift or anything like that? I thought, that's a little weird. I mean, all I'm expecting is a can of primer. Why? I'm just going to grab the box, right? They said, well, it's on a pallet, and it's about 150 pounds or so. I'm saying, holy crap! I mean, what kind of can of primer is this? So anyway, so we got it all set up or scheduled. And it will be here mid next week. It's scheduled for. Oh crap! Now I don't remember what day we set it up for. I think it was Tuesday. Doesn't matter. I'm here every day, anyways. But I think it's for Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So all right, so we got that squared away. So I jumped on. I emailed alexseal and kind of said, well, yeah, we got it. Thanks for getting everything sent out. And it's it'll be here ready for delivery, I think, on Tuesday. But what all did you guys send? I mean, it's coming freight. And they said, well, basically we sent out our entire product line, so that whenever you need materials, we don't run into this situation again. He's like, so basically he's like, there was a little bit of a glitch between, a computer glitch is basically what they chalked it up to as far as why the delay had happened. Some kind of a disconnect between, someone placing the order and actually receiving it down and shipping, and I don't know. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I've met everybody there. They're all really, really good people. I mean, very, very customer first oriented. I have absolutely no reason to believe that they would be doing something, whatever. I have no reason to believe that they wouldn't be following through on what they say they're going to do. So I'll take it as just, it's just an honest mistake, not a big deal. Because honestly, this is a company I want to work with. They're very good people. It's a great product, as some of you have found out. And it just seems like a really, really good fit for what it is that I'm trying to do here, going forward. So I really wanted to work with them, and I had mixed feelings about trying to, potentially burn that bridge a little bit by doing a demonstration without their, materials start to finish. So that's kind of what played into my decision to kind of say, okay, well, suck it up, Miller, and push it back one more week. It's not going to kill you. It'll be fine. So that's why I ended up kind of switching gears a little bit and ripping out the bulkheads. And yeah, that's what that was, basically ripping out the bulkheads. So the last part on this then is that since the materials aren't coming in until Tuesday, and it is Tuesday, I just saw my note there. So that means freight usually gets here late in the afternoon because we're usually at the end of their loop, when they're doing their deliveries. So it won't get here till late Tuesday, which means I won't be able to start till Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Most likely then it's not helping my schedule at all, but most likely the video is going to be ready on either Friday or Saturday. So the video that's supposed to be for Monday will most likely be, again, like I said, either the Friday or Saturday, just because it's going to take that long for curing times to get the coats of the primer down, as well as the paint and editing and blah, blah, blah. So just giving everybody a heads up on that. Now, the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about real quick is I think I had found a way to add some kind of like a forum type feature to everybody here on Patreon. And this is something that I've had quite a few people ask about, well, actually over the past few months. And I had looked into it, and there's software that I can get that that would do it, but it's a little expensive and it's very, very time consuming. And I wasn't really sure, how much interest there was really going to be. I mean, it's one thing to have a dozen people asking, but if it's say like a dozen people out of say 600 people, it's pretty hard to justify that cost and that time. So I found it's a feature that's offered through, or it's integrated with or through Patreon, but it's called Discord. Now I'd never seen it, never heard of it, and never used it. And I know a little bit more about it today than I did last night, put it that way. But it's free. It's a little rough around the edges, but it's like an early '90s type forum, the way that it's structured. It's a little odd in the fact that it was originally designed for like gamers, people being able to stream, they're playing their video games or whatever. I don't play games. That's why I probably have never heard of this feature, but that's how it's originally designed. But I was talking with one of the contacts at Patreon, and she said that the Discord is very easily adaptable to like what I was trying to explain as far as what I was trying to do with the forum. She said it'll work fantastic. She's like, it's like a little rough around the edges, but it'll help me to feel the waters to see, kind of gauge what kind of interest is there. And I mean, if it turns out that everybody here really likes it, I mean, again, as much as they can utilize it, but if it seems like something that's going to take on a lot of interest, well, yeah, absolutely. I have absolutely no problem then, putting the time and the effort into actually getting a quote-unquote real forum set up. But until I know that, I'm a little reluctant to do that. So now, David Bresky, I just got your email. Okay, so now here's the deal. So I just got it and installed it, or basically set it all up yesterday, which was Friday. And so far, I've only actually opened it up to a few people so far. Just basically for testing and for feedback. I didn't want to. It's one thing to open it up to say, a dozen people, and get feedback from a dozen people saying that this sucks, this doesn't work, it seems complicated, or whatever. It's a lot easier to manage that than it would be to turn out to like 600 people. By the time I open it up for everybody, I kind of want it to be, somewhat polished. I know there's still going to be some bugs, but I want to have it somewhat polished and somewhat structured, and at least personally have a little better understanding as far as how the thing works. Because going into it, I knew nothing about it. It took me almost 2 hours just to kind of wrap my head around how everything kind of needs to be set up and structured. So it's integrated with Patreon, so you may see it on the side as as an option, but that doesn't mean that I've actually made it live for everybody. But that will be happening within the next day or two. Now, just to kind of simplify, or I guess answer some questions that I know are going to be coming up, because there are questions that I had when I was trying to figure this out. I'm going to go over the computer, and I'm going to do kind of like a quick recording or a walkthrough of how you make posts, sort through everything. So let me head to the computer and we'll check it out. So now once this feature is turned on for everybody, when you and I'll post kind of instructions when I make or when I actually turn it on live for everyone. I'll post instructions on what you need to do to actually activate the Discord feature in Patreon. But once you get that done, when you first log on, most likely this is going to be the screen that you see. And over on the side here, there's a little B, and that's what I called this little section the BWT dockside. So you click on that, and let me close some of this. Okay, anyways, so again, I'm still trying to figure this out. So anyways, so on the left side here, you've got, there's a number of topics that I've already started on. Again, it's not finished, but it's started. So say, just for example, say you wanted to kind of post something about your project. You just want to kind of introduce yourself, kind of show people what you're working on. So right down here, I've got one that says, not that one. Let's see your boat. Okay. So we click on that, and right now there's nothing posted in there. But if you wanted to make a posting, click on this little plus icon here, and you can kind of, let's see your boat. Hey, my name is Andy. Oops. So then you create it, and click back on it. So then at this point, you can actually start typing. Description. You can drop in pictures or video or whatever, and then this will be public for everybody to see. So then, and I believe it's going to have everything listed in chronological order, according to the date that it was last commented on. So the most recent comments will always be at the very top of the list. Now, if you obviously, once there's more people in here, there will be more topics, or more entries to look through. So okay, so then so on and so forth. Now, so then basically you just kind of pull up whichever topic you want to look at, or which one you're kind of following or keeping track of, and you can go from there. You can jump up to weekend plans. Like this weekend, tomorrow we're going to be making some homemade pasta. So again, these are just kind of funny little things that I just threw in here more so as testing. Once I actually make it live, I'll delete all my all my little antics here. But that's about it. Over on the side here, you can also get a listing of everybody that's listed in. Hey, Kelly, I see that you're on here. I'll get back to you here in a second. All right. So my screen sharing software evidently doesn't let me record anything longer than 3 minutes unless I actually buy the software. So, but anyways, that was just a real quick little demo, basically a crash course, kind of showing you kind of the nuts and bolts on how it works. And again, I'm still trying to figure this out. So if anybody out here is more familiar with Discord, let me know, because I could certainly use the help. It would really shave down the learning curve, and I'm trying to get it up and running for everybody sooner rather than later. So, but that's about it for this week. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. So as always, I want to thank you so much for all of your help and support. Truly really means truly appreciate it. It means a lot. Actually, it means everything. It's the backbone for what it is I'm trying to do. So again, sincere thank you. So I really appreciate it. But on that note, have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you again. Probably, like I said, I'm sure I'll touch base again at some point next week. Maybe I'll do like kind of an unboxing or unloading or something once the alexseal stuff comes in. But I'll talk to you at some point next week. Hopefully we don't get flooded out. I just got a little warning here. We're supposed to get some severe storms tomorrow, and that's always interesting. And in some ways, I kind of hope that the power gets knocked out, because if the power's out, I'm kind of forced to have a day at home. I probably shouldn't say that. But anyways, tomorrow's a short day anyways. Sundays is usually when I stay home with my girls. But anyways, I'm rambling. So have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you again very soon. Again, thank you for everything.